Have you ever felt that you have two personalities, making you think that you're trying to please people, you're trying to impress people? And even worse, you feel that you are a different person every day, you're a different person every week, and you have this feeling that you lose your sense of identity. And you ask yourself, do I even have an identity? Do I have a personality? And you also start to ask yourself this question: why do I act that way? Is that even normal? Do I have a personality? And what is the real personality? How can I discover my real personality, my actual personality? So it can be frustrating when you can't find the answer for this question. So today we are going to touch here so we can provide you with the answers to this question. So stick till the end so you can have the answer that you're looking for this question. Not only one of them, but stick to the end of the video so you can find the answer for all of them. Okay? This answer that you have been looking for. So, since we are talking here about personality, it makes sense for us to understand, to be in a common ground to what we define personality. Okay? So, let us define the personality. So, personality, wow, that's so great. Um, I had personality. Since the other day, my marker. If you go watch one of my last videos, you see that the marker was not the best, but I have my friend Mark. He will take care of it. All right. So personality. Let us define personality. Personality is the unique trait or unique way of thinking, of feeling, of behaving, or acting. Okay? So personality is your unique way, is a constant or is a stable way of thinking, of feeling, and of behaving over time. Okay? So that is what we call personality. So let us define personality like that. As a group of traits, was a way of thinking, of feeling, of behaving over time. Okay? So let us define a personality like that. But with this definition, there is a problem. Because if personality is a unique and stable, constant way of thinking, of feeling, of behaving, so if personality are these unique traits and you are behaving a different way, with different person in different environment, that raise the question to ask, do I even have a personality? And that is the question that most people ask themselves, because they see themselves or they catch themselves reacting or behaving or thinking different way to different person in different environment. Okay? So for us to understand that, let us understand two things about personality. Not only the definition of personality, which is the unique way, your unique way of thinking, of behaving, of feeling. Now, when you have or when you are behaving like that differently to different people in different environment, you feel that you don't have a personality. So let us understand two things. We have to understand two things so you can discover what is your actual personality, since you're behaving a different way to different environment with different people. So two things you have to understand is, the first one is core traits, and the second it's called expression of personality. Now, most people don't understand this, and that is the reason that they are having this issue or this problem of discovering who they really are, because they think or they feel that they are different person, they have different personality, and that is frustrating because you can't know who you are. Okay, so let us understand core traits and expression of personality. Now, Expression of personality. This is where most people, this is where most people fall into this trap. Okay. Expression of personality. This is the way you express yourself. Okay. This is the way you express who you are. Expression of personality. These are expression or the core traits. Okay. So expression of personality, that's the way you react to the world. Now, the expression of personality might varies depending on the environment that you are. Okay. So you might react or you might behave differently in your job, with your family, in a party, at a funeral. Okay. So it depends on the environment. Now, it also depends on your emotional state. Okay. So you might behave differently, depends on the emotional state that you are right now. Okay. And it also depends on the person. Okay. On the persons that you are communicating with. Okay. So the expression of personality, this is how you express who you are. But to express who you are, you must know who you are. Now, who you are is what we call the identity, is what identify you. And we call this the core traits. Okay. And we're going to go in that here in a minute. But first, let's understand personality. Expression of personality. So you must understand that you are reacting different way in a different environment, in different emotional state, and with different person. Okay, but there's a trap to that because most people attach themselves with the expression, and therefore, if they react differently in their job than when they are in with the family, they might think that they have different personalities. But this is what determines who you are, and we're gonna go here to this in a minute. So environment, emotional state, person, the way you interact with your best friend is not the same way you interact or you behave with your boss. That doesn't mean that you have different personality because your personality, your identity is determined by your core traits. Okay. Now, you might ask this question: How do I discover my core traits? Okay. So first thing here, now, in order for you to understand your core traits, which is what defines who you are. Okay, in order for you to discover that, to discover that, so there's two things that you have to understand. You must understand social pressure. We all, me included, we have core traits. Okay, this is the person that we naturally is. Okay, but based on the social pressure, which can be the environment, the person that you're communicating with, your core trait or the expression of personality that we talked earlier might change. Okay. Now, a way for you to discover a core trait is, like you might be wondering, is by time or alone time. Okay. A good way for you to know who you truly are is when you are alone. How do you act? How do you feel? How do you behave when you are alone? When there is no societal pressure. When there is no societal pressure, either in your environment, either with another human being, how do you think? How do you feel? And how do you believe? Okay. So these are the way that you can identify the core traits. What makes you the person you are? Okay. Now, the mistake most people made is they try to identify themselves with the expression of personality and they are not knowing the core traits. Okay. And whenever they are trying to impress people too much, they lose the sense of identity because they are also missing time with themselves, time for them, time for them to observe the person that they are. So whenever you're trying to impress people, to please people, you lose the sense of identity. You lose your code traits. You can't know it because you identify yourself with the expression of personality. Okay. So, and whenever you identify yourself with the expression of personality, you'll be frustrated because you see that you've been a different person than the person you are today. Okay. So, good way to help you with that is have some time with yourself. Do some self observation. How do I feel? What makes me excited when I'm alone? How do I feel? Okay. What are my thoughts when I'm alone? How do I behave when there is no societal pressure? Okay. So that's a good way for you to identify your code traits. So let me know in the comment if you had this problem of feeling that you have double personality, that you can't identify who you are. And go ahead and try this. Okay? Remember, you must not identify yourself by the expression of personality, but you must identify yourself by the code traits. And to identify, to discover the code traits, you must have some time with yourself.